Hello everyone, this is 97 and today I bring you guys my second upload to the PMPbeta channel. So my first upload was a really long time ago. I actually don't even want to talk about that. What's interesting is today's battle, which is against Rchizzle9. It was a new battle and it turned out to be pretty interesting. So yeah, Rchizzle is using a Dwevel enemy's Rivas, and when I see that's like, oh, because he has a spinner. Yeah, he has a spinner in the form of Armaldo, then it has a spin blocker, which is Miss Rivas, and then Dwevel as his spiker and Stealth Rocker. So it's going to kind of be hard, because if he can set up spikes and Stealth Rocks, yeah, I'm not going to be able to Volt Switch out with my Rotom Frost, also U-turn out with my Braviary, because Stealth Rocks are up, and yes, spikes are still annoying, because like my walls like War Turtle and Gabite, they gonna be hit hard by hazards. But yeah, taking that off, it's gonna be really cool, so let's just go straight into the battle. So I do this side to lead with my Rotom Frost, as Rchizzle does this side to lead with his Dwevel, which is good to know because, yeah, now I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch and I'm definitely want to bring that thing down to Sturdy. And that thing has a pretty cool item, which is the Berry Juice, which is cool because it brings Dwevel back to full HP and his Sturdy is still intact, so he can definitely set up 2 layers of hazards. So I do go into my War Turtle for him to go for the Spike slash Stealth Rocks. He actually goes for the Spike, which is cool because now I could go for the Rapid Spin, but I do predict him to switch into the Miss Rivas, so I go for the Toxic instead of going for the Rapid Spin, which is a good play on my part because he would have been able to block my spin, which is cool because now I do switch into my Rotom Frost, as I knew he would definitely go for the Will-O-Wisp, but my Rotom Frost is the best thing. I have to take the Will-O-Wisp because I'm not affected by it because I'm special and not physical. And I can go for the Volt Switch right now as I know I outspeed, and he probably will switch out, but he does go into his Electros, and I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch like I said, and it's resisted, so he's not gonna be able to do much, but at the same time he still has a bit considering it is resisted, and Electros, yeah, if you give him HP investment, is a bit bulky. So I do go into my Musharna, and I'm Specs, so right now I just go for a Volt Switch, and I was almost clicking HP Fighting, as I predicted him to go into Zweilous, predicting me to go for the Psychic. He actually goes for the Zweilous, but I go for the Psychic, so I went for the safe play, but I was almost clicking HP Fighting, but that was a risky play on Rchizzle part that actually worked. So I'm gonna go into my this Gabite. He goes for Dragon Tail. Unfortunately, he does miss the Dragon Tail. He could have gotten some damage on me, but at the same time I could have got some rough skin damage on him. And a good thing for him, if he hit the Dragon Tail, he could have gotten some like residual damage on my pokes with the hazards. But he does bring in Dwevel right now as I go for the Dragon Claw. He's able to set up his rocks, but my War Turtle is still here with Rapid Spin, so if I play correctly, I'm still able to spin them away, as I'm gonna be able to knock out the Dwevel with the next Dragon Claw. So he does bring in the Miss Rivas right now, and I do switch right now because I don't want to get Will-O-Wisps. So I predict another Will-O-Wisp and I go into my Rotom Frost, but he actually makes a good play, which is going for the Heal Bell, and he's gonna be able to cure his poisoning, which is a good play on his part because Will-O-Wisp wouldn't have worked because I'm obviously already burned. But I'm gonna go for the Blizzard, predicting him to go into Electros. Doesn't really work out because he's gonna be able to stay in and take that. And I do leave the burn in the Shadow Ball. I can go for another Blizzard and knock him out, but unfortunately I do miss Blizzard. I don't complain much because Blizzard is low accurate, so I'm not gonna be able to complain much. But I do go into my Musharna, as I know I can definitely take that thing out with the Shadow Ball, and even if he wants to go into Zweilous, Shadow Ball will still do a bit. But I didn't realize that the hazards would bring me down so low that I'm not going to be able to take a Shadow Ball from the Miss Rivas. He's going to be able to knock out my Musharna. It was a bad play on my part because I wasted Musharna for nothing, but that Miss Rivas would have been dead if I didn't miss my Blizzard, so that was, yeah, I don't even know why I did that, but yeah, like I said, the hazards, but I do go into my Swalsbuck. Ornleech is definitely going to be able to knock him out, and I get some health, but I lose some to my Life Orb, as he does bring in Primeape. I know that Primeape will definitely go for the U-turn because it's super effective, and he could have gotten some damage on my Swalsbuck. So I do go into my Gabite, which has the rough skin, so if he goes for the U-turn, I'll get some damage on him, which he does definitely go for the U-turn, and rough skin is there, which is really cool. But now he does switch due to the U-turn. He goes into his Armaldo. Basically, well, he goes into Armal. Now I see that he goes for the rapid spin, so I'm like, okay, maybe you're the defensive set, which is cool because you're not gonna be able to do much to my team. I do go for the roar. I don't even know because I didn't even knew if he was like Sword Zensing. I don't even know if that thing gets Sword Zens. I don't even know what I'm saying. But I do roar him out into his Electros, and he does make the double switch into his Armaldo again as I go for my Stealth Rocks. And I do predict him to go again for the rapid spin, so I'm going to go into my War Turtle, and I could have gone for the rapid spin after that, but he goes straight for the X Scissor, and it's not going to be able to kill me. So Rchizzle makes the worst play he could have done, which is letting me spin the others, but he would outspeed. He could have gone for the X Scissor and kill me, but he's gonna be able to let me spin, so that means I can go into my this thing, my Bite. He goes for the X Scissor, and I do get some rough skin damage on him. And I know that I outspeed, so I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rocks. I know we can spin them away, of course, but I want to him. You will see why I went for the Stealth Rocks in a moment, because now he does manage to kill me, but rough skin is doing a bit of damage to him. And I'm going to my War Turtle. I'm gonna force him to go for the rapid spin, as I'm gonna go for the Scald and knock him out. And yeah, Armaldo is now out of the way, and that's really cool because now Armaldo could have gotten some damage on my team with the X Scissor, and now he does bring in his Primeape, and I go for the Protect, basically to scout if he wants to go for the U-turn or the close combat, and he goes for the close combat, which is, yeah, of course he went for the close combat. He had no reason not to go for the close combat because it hurts everything on my team. And War Turtle does go down right now, but I can bring in my Braviary, which I know that can take a close combat from this range of full HP, of course. So he does switch into this thing as I go for the U-turn, and I'm gonna get some choice banded U-turn damage on him, which is gonna be really nice, because now I'm gonna switch due to the U-turn, and I'm gonna go into my Sawsbuck, which is my, yeah, I just have Sawsbuck and Braviary, of course. I'm going to try to go for the Sword Zens, and the reason I went for the Sword Zens is because I know that he is going to be able to go for either for the Dragon Tail or the Roar. So he does roar me out, and I'm going to my Braviary, of course. But like, I knew that he would go for that, so I went for the Sword Zens, because now he's going to be able to go into my Braviary, and I could not art switch into Braviary because if I went for Braviary there, he could have gone for the Roar or my Braviary and bring me again into my Sawsbuck. So he goes for his Primeape, of course, as I'm gonna have to let my Sawsbuck die to the close combat, but the good thing is that he's gonna be able to get the defense drop right there, and yeah, I'm gonna die, but this is where the rapid spin is play mattered, letting me spin, because right now, if he had the Stealth Rocks up, all the switch in and out I made, he would have definitely knocked me out with the close combat. But now, because he let me spin, I'm gonna be able to live the close combat, go for the return, which is definitely gonna be an overkill on him because it's choice banded and he is at -2 defense. So Primeape does go down, and he brings this thing, and he was like, okay, if I didn't go for a rapid spin, it would have helped ensure the victory because he knew he could take a choice banded return of that range on the Electros. And I was praying for a crit, but it didn't a crit. I just straight knock him out. So that was kind of a, yeah, I got max damage because we did the cogs and it was at around 95%, and I got max damage. So that was really lucky on my part. Rchizzle would have definitely been able to knock me out with the Thunderbolt with Electros, but I do get the max damage, 95% exactly, and I'm gonna be able to knock out the Electros. So that was, well, Rchizzle would have definitely should have definitely won this battle, but like, yeah, luck is luck, and I don't know if his Rchizzle has that worse luck or it's me who has that good luck, because I don't usually have good luck. I just think that Rchizzle is, yeah, it doesn't have any luck at all. So, yeah, that was a pretty cool battle. You can check out my channel, the link will be down below in the description, hopefully. You can check out Rchizzle if you didn't already, and you subscribe to him and to me, of course. So, I'm gonna say that until the next time we see, later.